with Zoids. Gonna do unhinged schizo rant for you about intrusive feelings, how they can help you, how you can make good ones. Everyone knows that when doubt enters your mind, you're not performing optimally. So what if you just made flow enter your mind? What if you forced the unforceable to enter your mind? Can you? I think you can invite it. I think you can cultivate it. And I think it's very easy. So forgive me if this sounds crazy, but it's not going to fit into English very easily. So I think we're on the same page. Yeah, intrusive thoughts, they have the power to make you win or make you lose. What we're talking about to kind of invite it is like, imagine you never realized you were doubting. Imagine you never had a word that resonates with that feeling, right? So you're in a situation, you're full of doubt, you're feeling crushed, everything's feeling harder than it should be. You have all these impacts of it, and it's all just different locations. And now suddenly, boom, oh, I'm doubting myself. Shoop. All of these things condense into a single dimension, a single name, or even like a color. Like there, it condenses into a single thing instead of being all that overwhelming things about it. So what I can have you do is basically take flow, for example, the unforceable flow. Take anything you want and replace it with the unforceable flow. So you have unforceable flow, and you're like, what if there was a more simple name for that that just resonated more? So that next time I'm in that flow state, I'm not like, ooh, smooth, ooh, buttery, ooh, this, ooh, that, ooh, 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 ooh. You're just like flow. Right? For me, that word feels nasty. It doesn't feel perfect. I want the name to feel perfect. I have an infinitely high standard for resonance when it comes to names. So it's like, what if I just pushed that? What would be a way more resonant name than flow? Okay, so like, here's what we can go through. Here's how we can like get closer and closer so that our body gets involved. And then the name and the intrusiveness takes off. So first I'm asking myself, what on my desk is the most like that feeling? This little Mew pops in my head. It's a little crystal Mew. Fucking love this little guy. Oh man. The feeling it gives me resonates with the flow. So now I already have a condensation of flow. So all those feelings can be represented with a symbol. So we're basically symbol maxing anything that we want instead of just accepting the English word. Give yourself a little bit of psychosis, practically. Okay, well, that's an object. Okay, now let's just focus on dimensions. What color am I looking at right now that is most like that feeling of flow? It's this blue-ish purple. It's this like coolish color, but it's not like, I don't know why I said blue. I feel embarrassed. Okay, I thought it was my blue pen. I was seeing things wrong. Okay, that's the color that popped in my head. Okay, what if I hummed closest to the feeling of my flow? Okay, it's not perfect. I'm kind of cringing at all these things, but we're getting there. We're just finding all the symbols for what already exists. Oh, you know what actually resonates is this. So we're literally just going through resonance. Anything that resonates, we're addressing it with what we want. So how does this help? You want to flow and suddenly you find all this stuff that kind of resonates. What now? What now is that basically we have one thing to find like a slang and to derive something from. That's your body. When you go through these little things, I go through the Mew, I go through that, I go through this. they all mix here. So now what I can do, and this is the most zero-dimensional part of this, just point to the resonance center with your flow in your body after going through all this arbitrary shit that we're just doing to forget. Okay, now we have this spot right here. So we're just getting closer and closer to like ineffable truth. Flow. Okay, so now what can really pop in my head in the moment of flow is the realization of resonance here for it. Okay, but that's really hard. That feels not right. It feels like we still need a slang. It feels like I want a word that pops in my head. It feels like I want a color that pops in my head. It feels like I want just this one perfect thing that is not just the name, not just the color. I want a character. I want a god. Essentially. So another thing we can do to amplify that body sensation before we go into make a god is confess. What is hard to confess about what you want, but helpful? I always judge my flow in the middle of doing shit instead of letting my judgment wait till later. Okay? Now we're feeling shit in our body. Yeah, and I could tell you all about it. We're gonna stop there. We're not gonna tell you all about it. We're just going to appreciate that response. Now that we have all of this stuff, we can make a god. Do we want it to be a word? Do we want it to be a character? What do we want our intrusive feeling to lead with? I like to do slang. I like it to just be a word. But for the sake of this video, we'll make a little character. We'll scribble it. We'll give him or her whatever. Okay? First, here, let's just do this. What a fucking stupid video. Anyways, slang. We're just gonna say what pops in our head. Don't overthink this. Say what pops in your head. You can always edit shit. You need to go through that process. Okay, so flow. That's a stupid name. Flow is a stupid name. I'd rather say fla. Okay. Draw a stick figure. Looks a little bit too plain. I think he's on 4 legs, honestly. He's really sturdy. He's almost like a horse. All right. Fla. See, now we're already like somewhere like a virus in our mind. This thing is unforgettable because of how silly and like I'm feeling sparks in my body going through this. Just the fact that I'm being honest about this bullshit is unforgettable. So like think about those moments that are unforgettable. Good moments, bad moments. They're kind of baffling. You were kind of shocked, good or bad, smooth or harsh. It was either a relief or a crush, but it was just like that. It was almost like time condensed for a little bit. Okay, so back to this. Time is condensing as I do this. And what else? This color is perfect. This name is already almost perfect. The sound, this is the sound that I want to do, but what's the pitch? What's the tone? All right, so if this was like ee, and this was like ooh, we would put it like here and just keep going. Don't double check shit. What else? So we have pitch, we have a little animal, we have a name, and what if we just what if we erased all of that? Okay, so what sticks? We've got this little horse guy. That sticks. Okay, he's a fox now. He's a blue fox. And I don't know how to draw, so you're just gonna have to like bear with me. But this is what we're doing. All right? This is my little fox. His name is Fla. I think we have enough dimensions and enough spontaneity for this thing to exist in my subconscious for the rest of my life. I'll be honest, I think I'm done. But like, can we go further? Can we go further? What else is going to be the most obvious thing about this guy. You know, I'm not trying to tell you about his lore. I'm trying to tell you about overtly so obvious. You spend a millisecond with this guy and it blank and blank and blank and blank is obvious. He's blue, he's a fox, fly, fly. What else? Fuck. What other dimensions exist? Touch. How does he move? Let's do some movement. How is he moving? He is just gliding. He's like an owl. He is one with the air. He is just like one time I saw a fox last summer. I saw a fox for just a split second down the street and he was just fucking gliding. He could have been flying. And all of these dimensions just solidify in a split second. And it was life-changing. Same thing with when I saw a mountain lion hopping across the road. Just a split second. And there's now infinite things I can dream about for the rest of my life. That's what I'm trying to get at here, guys. I don't know. This is something I'm way too passionate about for how little sense I think it would make to somebody. So it's pretty embarrassing to make this video, but like, flah can pop in my head. Blue can pop in my head. The fox can pop in my head. All of it can pop in my head. It can pop in my head separate. It can pop in my head together. But now, next time I am gardening, all of those things are welcome. All of those things are addressed, accessible, initiated. I can't uninitiate any of this. It's over. I've given myself a virus. And just the same way that you were taught doubt, you can teach yourself anything that can pop into your field of feeling at any point. So this overall, as a feeling in my body, right? Let's pretend I'm him. Where would I be feeling it in my body? Like right here, right here. That's pretty much that. It's this blue feeling that when I look at it, this guy's there, and it's flat, and it's flat, and it's whoosh, and it's all just a representation of flow, which I could talk about. I could write a thesis about, but those are all just English words that are pretty meaningless. Every single word that you've ever learned from another human is completely meaningless compared to the sensations that you teach yourself every day. So the whole point of this whole practice is to forget it. Go back to just feeling, and you already feel different. That's that. Peace out. I love you. Hope you make some intrusive feelings. I have no idea what you could have gotten from this, so let me know. Love you.